All right, welcome back, everybody. Get ready for another deep dive. And today, well, we're going to look at something pretty wild. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that makes you really wonder what's out there.
Definitely gets the imagination going.
Yeah, for sure. And the best part is, it's real. You know, we're not talking science fiction here. This is a real mystery that has scientists scratching their heads.
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
talking about a mysterious object spotted near Jupiter. And the report that kind of kicked all this off is titled, well, it's titled Mysterious Object Near Jupiter That Puzzles Scientists. Pretty straightforward, right?
To the point.
Yeah, but that's kind of what makes it so intriguing. I mean, they don't give a lot away in the title, do they? So that's what we're diving into today. What could this thing be? And what could it tell us about, space, the universe, everything?
Well, you hit the nail on the head when you said it makes you wonder what's out there, because what's really fascinating about this is that we're looking at a true unknown, a real mystery.
Right, like a total question mark.
Exactly. And every time something like this pops up in space, something we don't recognize or understand, it blows open a whole new door for scientific discovery.
It's kind of like the ultimate what's in the box moment, right?
You could say that, and think about it. I mean, throughout history, some of the biggest scientific breakthroughs have come from these moments where astronomers stumble across something totally unexpected in the cosmos.
Yeah, I mean, discovering new planets, understanding black holes, all that stuff came from observing something new and trying to make sense of it.
Exactly. And this object near Jupiter, it could be anything. We just don't know yet. But that's what makes it so exciting. It has the potential to challenge what we know, to force us to rethink our theories, and maybe even rewrite the textbooks. It's like staring into the unknown and wondering what secrets it holds.
Okay, so we know this thing, this mysterious object, was observed near Jupiter. But beyond that, the report's pretty vague. No clear images, no details on what it's made of, where it came from. It's literally a giant cosmic question mark.
Oh, it really is. And that lack of information, well, it makes it tricky for scientists.
Well, yeah, it's like trying to solve a puzzle with only a few pieces.
Perfect analogy. To understand what we're dealing with here, they're going to need a lot more data, a lot more clues.
So how do they even start? I mean, what's the first step when you've got something this mysterious? Where do you even begin?
Well, one of the first things astronomers will focus on is the object's trajectory, basically how it's moving through space.
Okay, like tracking its path.
Exactly. By carefully tracking its movement, they can figure out a few things. Is it orbiting Jupiter? Is it just passing through our solar system? Or is it on some other weird, unexpected path? And the way it moves can tell us a lot about what it is. For example, a natural object like a comet or an asteroid would follow a predictable path based on gravity. But an object under artificial control, well, that might move in ways that we don't expect.
Whoa, hold on. Are you saying we could potentially tell if this thing is being steered by someone?
It's a possibility. I mean, if we observe any unusual accelerations or changes in direction that can't be explained by gravity, then we'd have to consider other explanations. And yeah, artificial control would be one of them.
That's wild. Okay, so trajectory analysis is one tool in their arsenal. What else do they have? How do they learn more about this thing?
Another crucial tool is spectroscopy. Basically, it involves analyzing the light reflected from the object.
Okay, and what does that tell them?
Well, every element in the universe emits light at specific wavelengths. It's like a fingerprint, unique to each element. So by looking at the light coming from this object, scientists can figure out what it's made of.
So are there specific elements that would suggest, say, an icy comet versus a metallic asteroid?
Absolutely. For example, if they detect water ice, that would strongly suggest a cometary origin. On the other hand, a high concentration of metals might indicate an asteroid, and who knows? They might even find organic molecules. Now that would be really exciting because it could hint at the building blocks of life.
Whoa. So by analyzing the light, we could get clues about not just what it's made of, but maybe even where it came from.
Exactly. The composition can tell us a lot about the object's formation and history. It can shed light on the processes that were happening in the early solar system or even beyond. Imagine if this object formed around another star and then traveled across interstellar space to reach our solar system.
That's mind-blowing. The fact that something could travel for who knows how long across such vast distances, it really makes you realize how little we know about what's out there, doesn't it?
It really does. And remember, we've already seen objects from other star systems passing through ours. Oumuamua and Borisov, for example. Those discoveries were huge because they gave us our first real glimpses of what things are like beyond our own little corner of the galaxy.
Right. It's like getting a postcard from another star system.
Exactly. And this new object near Jupiter, if it turns out to be interstellar, could add even more to that picture, helping us to understand the diversity of objects and the processes that shape them throughout the universe.
Okay, so let's recap for a second, just so we're all on the same page. We've got this mysterious object hanging out near Jupiter. We don't know much about it yet, but scientists are using all sorts of cool tools to try and figure out what it is.
Exactly. Trajectory analysis to track its movement and spectroscopy to analyze its composition, those are going to be key to unlocking its secrets.
And the possibilities, well, they're pretty wide open, right? It could be something totally ordinary, or it could be something that originated in another star system. Maybe it's even something we haven't even thought of yet.
And that's the beauty of science. We're always learning, always pushing the boundaries of what we know. It's tempting to jump to conclusions, especially when you have something as intriguing as a mysterious object. But the real answers come from careful observation, rigorous analysis, and a healthy dose of skepticism.
Right. It's like, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but let's also stay curious and open to all the possibilities. I mean, that's what makes all this so exciting, right?
Absolutely. I think that's a great takeaway from all of this.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today, I want to leave you with this thought. This discovery, regardless of what this object turns out to be, really highlights just how much we still don't know about the universe. It's a reminder that there are countless mysteries still waiting to be uncovered right here in our cosmic backyard.
And who knows what incredible discoveries await us as we keep exploring.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep looking up.